Have you wondered how different our world will look if people acted the first time conscience spoke? My dear leaders, we live in a time where it is very easy to point fingers, easy to criticize, easy to complain, easy to say the world is not what it should be. And perhaps it isn't. But history has never been shaped by those who complain. It has been shaped by those who decide. And that very question that shapes history is not who is to blame. That question is personal. It is, if not me, then who? If not now, then when? So let me define something clearly for you. What is responsibility? Responsibility is the willingness to respond to what is in your control without delay, without excuses, without waiting to be chosen. It is simply saying, this may not be my fault, but it is my duty. Responsibility is ownership. It is initiative. It is action when action is uncomfortable. According to the book of James, faith without works is dead. What does this mean? It means belief without action produces nothing. I tell you, knowing what is right is not enough. Agreeing with the truth is not enough. If it does not move you to act, then it is not complete. So responsibility is the bridge between conviction and change. Now here is the uncomfortable truth. Most of us already know what we should be doing. We just delay it. And we've crafted many ways to avoid responsibility. Sometimes we say to ourselves, I'm still preparing. And here is a common one among believers. I'm still praying about it, even when the result is clear. And sometimes we say, it is not my role. Even while standing right next to the problem, we've convinced ourselves that someone else will step up. But I want you to know something this evening. The world has never moved forward because of someone else. It moved because someone decided. It stops with me and it starts with me. I've always complained. I've always criticized. I pointed fingers to the government. I pointed fingers to the school I graduated from. I studied microbiology. And then we used to say, well, microbiology is a course that many people study. And it is not relevant until 5th of December 2024. A conversation changed my life. It happened in a BRT bus in Lagos on that very blessed day. So I was seated at the back and a conversation that usually takes place happened again. I'm sure you are all familiar with this phrase. It go better, it go better, it go better, it go better. But we keep saying it, we keep saying it, we keep saying it. The conversation started in the bus, and people seem to know every single bit of problem facing this great country, Nigeria. And everybody have their own share of story. Have you ever seen guys argue about football? Oh my God, I'm one of them. We stand on our ground. We tell you, oh no, this club is this club is... This is how the conversation was. Elderly men and women holding us to be my dad and mom. Telling themselves, oh no, the story does not go like this, the story goes like this. But this very day, unlike all other conversations, I had a different heart posture. I was waiting for a solution, but a solution never came. Then my conscience began to shake. Bright, will you keep waiting? Will you keep waiting? Till when? So I told myself, if I do not take responsibility, then no one else will take it for me. So that decision I made that very day has brought me to one of the greatest online public speaking platforms. Speaking to you and also letting you know that a better world is not built by wishful thinking or loud opinions. It is built by quiet ownership. Responsibility is not about personal growth or personal development. It is about collective effort. Take a look at Nelson Mandela. He never waited for a perfect nation before he took responsibility. After years of imprisonment, he chose reconciliation over revenge, and he helped heal a divided country. Martin Luther King Jr. never waited for popular approval. He accepted responsibility to speak, to lead, to march, and change the moral direction of a great nation. And God bless Mother Teresa. She neither commanded armies nor did she command government. She simply accepted responsibility for sufferings she could no longer ignore. And guess what? The world followed her compassion. None of them waited for that perfect condition. They simply acted before responsibility demanded it. I want you to imagine a generation that refuses to look away. Imagine leaders that choose integrity over popularity. Imagine a society where responsibility becomes the norm, not the rare. You want a clean environment. You finish that gala from the bus, you throw the nylon out the window of the bus. You finish that bottled water, you throw it, and you want a clean environment. The decision starts with you. The responsibility starts with you. A better word starts with you. According to the book of Luke, in the parable of the Good Samaritan, everybody saw the problem and passed, but one person stops. Responsibility is not about noticing, it is about responding. And scripture echoes it in the book of Zechariah. Do not despise the days of small beginning, for small, responsible action done consistently create an extraordinary impact. So taking responsibility does not look glamorous. It looks like this: acting on what you know is right, even when it is uncomfortable. Taking ownership of your choices and not blaming circumstances. Solving problems and not just pointing them out. Choosing discipline over comfort. Following through on commitment, even when motivation fades. Simple. This is how leaders are built. Quietly, consistently, and daily. So I leave you with this decision. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for that perfect condition. Stop waiting to be chosen. For leadership begins the moment you decide, this is mine to handle. Not tomorrow, not someday, not when it is convenient, but now. So ask yourself, when you feel that conviction, when you see the gap, when you know what must be done, ask yourself, if not me, then who? If not now, then when? And then act. My name is Anifowoshe, and God bless you. Thank you.